Alright, we should be ready to get back into it. Now let's continue. Just finished World 5. Going on to 6. 3 puzzles. I'm gonna fiddle with the sound options because I can't help myself. I'm gonna double check my recording because I can't help myself. Okay. This should work.
When you overcome one of my trials, do you not feel the pleasure of having discovered the proper order of things? That is the spark of Elohim within you, to create order from chaos. And therein is revealed the true meaning of our sigils.
Interesting. Elohim kind of... I guess I'm just repeating what he said there, but he's like instilling the sigils in the puzzles with a deeper meaning than just being like a logic check. So here's another text about like the Egyptian afterlife, and it's a clear parallel to what the programs iterated in this simulation are going through, where the challenge is necessary for their growth, for them to be able to develop and overcome and turn into, you know, what they're meant to be, which is successors to humanity. And the whole simulation is designed to challenge them and cause them to fail a lot, but over time eventually build them up into something that will succeed. So that's kind of the same idea as this text is talking about, where like the end goal is inextricable from the struggle to get to it. Like it's one is a part of the other. I have a minor in computer science, and that's relatable. I didn't do a whole lot of programming, you know, relative to like the amount of programming that programmers do, but I've done enough to have experienced that. Very relatable. Unfortunately, very high stakes, so that's probably stressful for these poor scientists. See, this is the kind of text that you could take like several minutes to sort of unpack, like, okay, see what's on the surface level, and then like, what's the idea it's digging into. And this one, maybe I'm just drawing a blank, but I'm kind of having a hard time, like, what's the connection, or like, what's under the surface there. Titled Choice of Life. It's about, you know, mortality and reckoning with it. But I felt like there was something a little more specific that that I wasn't quite getting there. Hang on. If you have any thoughts on choiceoflife.txt, let me know in the comments. Because I tried to have something to say about it, but I couldn't come up with anything. But I'm sure there is something to say about it. I totally ignored this message. I feel that I am not meant for this world, but I am not able to conceptualize alternatives. Inside you there are two wolves. Undecipherable .666 and Heisenstein. I enjoy the camaraderie that Sheep likes to show, and I think that kind of fits well with who he becomes. Like, he's very other-oriented, and I just think that's really nice. Kind of, thematically, this game is about humanity. One idea that it really nails down is that individuals can be important, but nothing great ever happens by one person working on their own. Whether that's the Expanded Life Project and the creation of the simulation, Alexandra Drennan gets the most credit for it, but she couldn't have done it on her own. It took everyone involved with that project to get it to a working state. And then within the simulation, our character, who we play as, is ultimately going to be the one to get out, but they can only do so by standing on the shoulders of those who came before, like Sheep. And to a lesser extent, Dog. So, any great success is inherently collaborative. No one does it alone. And people who say they do it alone have a lot to learn. Whoop. Okay. Whoops. Okay, I just need to... Okay, that works. Successfully got 2 jammers. Now I need to go get the keys. Oh no. Okay, let me think about this here. Oh. Okay. I think I've put myself in a bit of a tricky situation. The idea here is that I need to get through there without blowing up, which means I need to get both of these mines on the other side. Okay, I think I'm going to die. Yeah, no. Alright, so the idea... Use your 2 jammers to get both of these mines out from where they are, and then go through, get the keys, and from there, pretty straightforward. Alright. Can I just go around him? Nope, no I cannot. Cannot do that. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, hey, that worked. Oh, I stumbled my way into an easier way to get it out, which is just use the jammer to bump it back. That works. Okay, okay, we got them both over there. Oh no, that's... Oh no. So that's not ideal, is it? Okay, if I can... I wasn't even looking. Jeez. How am I going to make my way through this one? I guess I just have to jam both those doors at the same time and find my window to get through. Get the jammer. Drop it down here. Oh! That's how you do that. Okay. Now I just need to figure out how I'm going to slip around. I am probably going to have to jam that ball. Oh no. Oh no. Tell me that's gonna bump back. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh. Okay. So I've managed to double jam this door so I can bring the jammer through the other way. I just have to get ready to slip through as soon as it's open. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay. Phew. Today we learned how to use jammers as physical objects. Okay. And I can slip through there. Oh, there's more puzzle. Dog slowly turning into the saddest poet ever. Everything is dead or dying. Anyone who tells you different is lying. Dog wonders why he's still trying. Okay, switch over there. Well, I'm gonna need some jammers. I know that much. Okay, got that one. And so I can shut that down. If I can jam that as well, that probably gives me a little room to maneuver. Actually, no. Jam those two, pass under this turret, because it can't shoot right under itself. It's okay, I can double jam from here. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. One of the more tense puzzles I've encountered so far. I'm sure if I were a little more careful, I could have navigated that more safely or with more certainty that I wasn't going to blow up. But it's fine. So we pass right under the gun. Easy peasy. This puzzle tutorializes getting blown up by mines a lot, and also passing under the gun. I hope my viewers don't mind me using the word tutorialize a lot when the word teach would work just as well. I'm realizing several hours in, like, the word I'm using has a much simpler and more common word, but I keep saying tutorial because I'm playing a video game. Teachers, you want to keep students engaged? Don't teach them, tutorialize them. Say you're giving a tutorial, they'll be all over it. Okay, starting with the basics. Okay. It's a beam crossing puzzle. Activating these doors, and we get our fourth connector. So now, bringing all these connectors back, we should be able to, bend the blue laser around the reds to get both those plates active. I think this is a pretty straightforward one. Yeah, I just need to do it in such a way as to... So we can go there, there, there. Yeah, that should work. I probably don't even have to reset my red there. That position should work. I would like to think. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hang on. Okay, little weird, but I think this will work too. Position this as far over as I can get it, and then that angle will do it for us. Yep. Yeah, not bad. Certainly less stressful than the mine situation here. Egyptian arcade, that's what we're looking for. One more sigil. Short 3 sigil world. No recordings in this world, so actually you could have done this earlier if you wanted to skip ahead. I've never actually... I keep doing the worlds in order, even the first time I played the game, so I've never seen what happens if you try to go to a puzzle, but you don't have the necessary components unlocked. Maybe Elohim says something like, hey, you need to go back and unlock the puzzle parts before you can do this puzzle. But, you know, he would say it in his voice and not in that really weak impersonation. I'm a performer. I can perform if I want to. I'm just not in performance mode right now. I'm in talk mode. Okay, I don't think I need to do anything more with this so I can bring it back, right? That's the best angle we can get with that. Do we need to hold this open? No, we don't need to hold that open either. So we can just reset that. Again, try to get the best angle we can here. Angles usually don't have to be perfect, they just have to be good enough, but I like to clean it up a little bit, just in case. I'm not sure where our objective is. Oh, there it is. And this is just an empty section. There is a window here. Yeah, that could be important. Okay. Get this connection going right here, and then that should work. We just need one more connector. We do have another connector, right? Did I misplace a connector? Sorry, I know my goal when I set out was to give you analysis and like talk about the game in depth and detail, and not to have you watch me struggle to solve a puzzle or remember where I put my connectors. But we're getting a little bit of that as well. There we go. Another connector. And this will let us solve the puzzle. Two more yellows, and I think that'll be all the yellow sigils in the game. And then it's just reds from there on. And the puzzle difficulty will scale appropriately. I hope I can solve those puzzles to get this playthrough done in a reasonable time frame. Much as I love this game, I do want to complete it so I can complete the video. Hi again. Faith. Oh no. Milton saw that I typed that insincerely. So here's Milton showing his hand, and I'm trying to think back my reasoning for the options I chose here. I think I wanted to see how he'd react to me not doing what he expects me to do. Because what Milton was trying to do there was trick you basically into doing what you're told. He sets up this little scenario where, oh, there's someone on the other end trying to help you out. Oh, they give you this code word in desperation. Oh, use it to do something good. But he was actually just seeing if he could get you to go along with that and, like, trick you and then demonstrate that he had successfully tricked you. So I chose the options that kind of interrupt that little scheme. But he still goes on to explain his reasoning and what he did. Maybe I'll have him explain a little more. Nope. One free question. This, I think, is probably the best question to ask if Milton has any information on the answer. At the top of the tower, I think he'd only be able to give, like, vague information. I'm interested to see. If you ask what is your name, I know that's what I asked on the first playthrough, because I didn't really think he'd give me anything useful, so I said, well, might as well get his name. And then he told me Milton. That's why I keep referring to him as Milton. As Milton. Ugh, my mouth. How is this place related to the human world? You can ignore me entirely. You can climb to the very tip of that madman's tower and drink from the golden nectar there. But once you understand that you and I will be stuck here together for the duration, do come back and pass the time. Be seeing you. There is a sense of, like, a loneliness with Milton. Like, this entity seems to want companionship and want company, but also seems to resent everyone he ever has company with. Because he's kind of designed to. Like, he can't help but do everything he can to challenge them and push their limits, and he gets frustrated when he's not managing to fluster someone. And that's not a really great foundation for effective communication, where all you're doing is trying to trip up the person you're talking to. That's kind of why, like, this is a weird tangent maybe, but political debates aren't really communication because you're not trying to share or explain or explore an idea. You're trying to just push your own and defeat someone else's. So it's like there's not a whole lot of information being exchanged. It's just information being ignored and pushed past the other person. And Milton, tragically, is someone who can only communicate through debate. I say political debate. I mean any kind of debate that, like, precludes the acceptance of someone else's point. Like, Milton approaches debate and exchange of ideas in such a way that he can never say, yes, I accept that as fact. And because he can't do that, he's limited in the ways he's able to communicate, and he can't really, like, be close to anyone unless they are somehow able to work with him never saying yes to anything. Hello there. And now, at the end, what does any of it mean? If you have all the money in the world, but you die alone and unloved, what did you accomplish? I don't get it. I just don't. Yeah, that's getting at something real and relevant. Like, in our world, I'm American in case you couldn't tell. And Americans place, I shouldn't say Americans, but American culture places such an emphasis on material success, you know, getting all the nice things, getting rich, getting, you know, the house of your dreams, the career, the prestige, and all that. But, like, none of that necessarily implies happiness, just status. And yeah, when it comes down to it and there's not much time left, status and wealth just don't mean a whole lot. So it kind of goes to show how priorities don't really make sense when you think about them like that. Now, that's not to say money isn't nice or a good thing to have, but excessive wealth to the point where it's like more than you really know what to do with, it's not really making your life any better. Except in a very, like, superficial, hedonistic way, and even then only like a flash of material pleasure, not in any deeper level. Oh. Yeah, and here we see an early hint of everything starting to fall apart. And the Ian team breaking up because they're dying. But they're not dying at the same time, they're dying one after another. And who will I be? The dying man asked. You shall be the memory of all that was, and the knowledge of the journey, and the shape of the days to come. That last sentence really kind of summarizes where the simulation is going. That parallel works really well because when the project is completed, the successful program gets uploaded, and all that's left of the simulation that produced them is the memory of it. But, you know, that matters. 2 more yellows. Oh, hey. Another audio log.
On the first night, when I knew it was over, I went out to look at the stars. And I thought, somewhere up there are the stations we built, and the probes we sent out. Voyager 1 and 2, beyond the edge of our solar system, continuing their long journey through interstellar space. Like memories of our ambition, ambassadors who have outlived their homeland. And then I thought, if they still exist, are we really gone? If machines are an extension of the human body, then so long as they continue to function, we're still here.
Alexandra talking again about the idea of humanity outliving humans, basically, in what they leave behind. Focusing on the good side of that. Ah, I missed Time Capsule 7. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I am gonna Google where to find Time Capsule 7. Oh, I should have just looked around a little more. Okay. Yeah, it's around. We'll find it. Oh, it's over there. Yeah. Shame on me for going to look it up. Well, this is the one closer to the portal, right? But it's numbered... But it's numbered 8, not 7, so I thought I missed one. Alright, let's do some reading. Make sure I'm still recording. Okay, we're good. I found just one voice of reason in the computer archive of all places, and it seems we're becoming close friends. Oh hey, they're friends! One with faith. That's a weird temporal thing that's happening, because it seems as though One with Faith is responding to Dog, but One with Faith terminated, and its progeny was At-Sign and Sheep and Samsara, and then At-Sign's progeny was Dog. So that's One with Faith responding to its grandchild. Of course, that could just seem to be what's happening, and in actuality, that could have been Dog putting up a sign right next to One with Faith's. And kind of, I guess, maybe trolling. Then again, the bots have referred to weird timey-wimey stuff happening, so... Yeah, like, the rules of time within the simulation are weird and flexible. Oh, yeah, thanks for the reminder. I'm gonna run into the distance.
Beginning were the words, and the words made the world. I am the words are everything. Where the words end, the world ends. You cannot go forward in an absence of space. Repeat. In the beginning.
You cannot go forward in an absence of space. So if you push the boundaries of the simulation, Elohim will shut it down, because basically you're about to expose that the world only extends so far. If you try to go outside its boundaries, you can't, because there's nothing there. And that's something Elohim doesn't really want you to realize, you the character. If I can get red in here, I'll get a star. These mines can and will interrupt a beam, and there's 2 of them. Whoops. Gonna test. Yeah, that doesn't work. I can use a connector as kind of a blocker. I got a little too aggressive there. The idea being just to push those mines back. That probably wasn't even what I needed to do. Yeah, I think I would basically need to get red from on high somewhere. I guess it's simple enough to just block it one way. Whoops. And then see if the other mine gives you enough time. I think it will. Then I can slip through, take this with me, slam that down, get the yellow. Easy. Whoops. All right. I think aesthetically, the Egypt levels are my favorite. I don't know, I love the environment. I love the vibe here. Depends if the machine is iterative and what problem was built to solve. If you're trying to outsmart the guy in the archive, the answer is none of the above. Dog just sees the conversation as a game.
How do you solve a problem that extends beyond your own lifespan? That question may be the essence of civilization. The only answer I can find is to initiate a process, to create an environment in which the solution will occur independently of yourself. But that requires a difficult sacrifice. Letting go of your desire to bear witness, to exist at the center of the cosmos. To participate in the project of civilization is to accept death. Oh, Alex, you're such a fun person.
She really is. Oh, that's pretty straightforward. And of course that doesn't work. Oh, hey. Inside of you there are 2 wolves. The Great Pyramids are a wonder of the world. The Great Pyramids are rocks. I wonder how the scale of this compares with the scale of the pyramids in real life, if that's comparatively bigger or about the same size. I know they're big, I just don't know how big. Oh, audio log. That's Alexandra talking again about how to make something, how to solve a problem that extends beyond your own lifespan. And she describes basically what she's creating, the simulation, this iterative process, with the goal of eventually creating new humans to replace and remember the old. She doesn't explicitly say that that's what she's trying to do, but she describes the process in broad terms. So here, the key mechanic to learn is placing a hexahedron on top of something that's trying to kill you. Oh no, there we go. The jump here button is very useful, helping navigate that. You can pick this one back up, and I'll try to get to the safe jumping off point to reach the end. There we go. Oh, and I need my box back. It's okay, I can pick that up right over here. Yep, so at a certain elevation you are safe from the mines, and this puzzle, I guess, teaches you that. Did I call it a box? I meant hexahedron. I meant hexahedron. Always right, don't at me. At, don't always write me. There is a significant Easter egg in this level that I'm going to try to find, if I can remember where or how to find it. Oh hey, another terminal. Yeah, sorry if I missed any of these hidden terminals going through. So, this file's kind of attributed to Immanuel Kant. I don't know if this is... I know this game sometimes has fictionalized text and sometimes draws from real text. So this could very well be something real that Immanuel Kant wrote. But it's basically poking at that idea of, like, progress as something that happens across many generations, development over time. And that connects to, again, the process here, the continued iteration and reiteration of these bots as they try to become human. I say become human. Speaking of bots... I like that last one. I like all of them. This is fun. Just a little fun thing. So Samuel Johnson here. What he's saying is like, in his view, the human condition is wanting the impossible or wanting something beyond what can be obtained. He seems to assert that animals can't do that or don't do that, but humans want that all the time. We think about questions that don't have answers and want things for ourselves that we just can't have. I am hungry and thirsty like him, but when thirst and hunger cease, I am not at rest. He claims that it's difficult or impossible for a human to really be satisfied in like a larger sense. There might be something to that. At the very least, he's poking at a restlessness that I think is common to everyone. We've all felt at least sometimes like we need more, but we can't get the more that we need, or that we want, or that we're after. Oh, Samsara died again. True freedom must come from detachment from the struggle for answers. So Samsara just keeps failing over and over again, but reiterating as Samsara, as its own progeny. And with every failure, or with every death, just becoming more and more convinced that there's no way out of this endless cycle, and the only solution is to make peace with it. In contrast to Sheep and the Shepherd, who are convinced that there is an end to be reached, but it can only be reached through collaboration. I'm gonna need more puzzle pieces. Oh, here, I'll jam up one of these guys and walk through. Let's see if I can get to anything on the other side. Trying very hard not to explode. Keys? Alright. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, okay, okay. Please block that. Okay. I'll be back. Okay. If I can bring this jammer back through the other way, then I'll have two jammers, and then I can double jam my way through. What happens if I just go through here? Okay, another barrier, another path. How will I ever get out of this labyrinth? Okay. Is that where I want to do the double jam? No, probably easier to go through the other way because it leads to the same spot. So I'll just bring the jammer back through this way. And we can just let that sit. A little easier to navigate. Basically a convenience pathway. Just don't feel so convenient that you let this thing blow you up. You can also double jam it to get by it a little safer. Oh, there's another jammer back there. How to get to that? And also, how important is it to get to that? Well, there we go. Okay, I've reached a third jammer. Did I at any point see the sigil? I'm trying to remember. I've got 3 jammers, not sure where the sigil is. Oh, right, there's the guns, so I probably need the jammers for those. Yeah, I got so caught up in this, like, maze of, like, how am I gonna get through? It's like, oh. Okay, I'm just gonna jam this guy from over here. I'll bring the other jammer over once I can safely get through. And then I'll also jam the second, and then I can safely pull my jammers out. Okay, safe passage. Now they're both jammed. This last one's easy. Really trying not to die, because I've been at this for a couple minutes. Do not want to die at this stage. Alright. Everybody move along. Okay, I'll just go one at a time. Jam from the other side. And we'll go through there. Yep. Do you think this puzzle has enough jamming? I don't know, maybe we could have some room for some more jamming. Okay. Just peeking around the corners, making sure there's nothing else gonna jump out at me. And then easy exit gate, much appreciated. Up to 21 red sigils. And then it looks like one more puzzle, and then that's all of Egypt done. All of World B. A fan across forever. Yeah, that's about the length of forever. Jammer. So this is going to be one where we go and collect the puzzle elements, put everything together. Got a box. Well, I've managed to jump across. Here we go. Got a connector. And if I can get through there, which I should be able to, I'll get another cube. Again, that just looks like a decoy receptor. That's... I'm not going to get a red into here. I'm just going to use the jammer. That feels almost like a challenge. Like, how are you going to even get red into there? I'll just use a jammer, open that up, bring the cube back. I'll just drop it down. Or the hexahedron, I'm so sorry. My basic primate brain can't conceptualize shapes more complex than cubes. I could jam from this side. Let me think about what I'm doing here. Okay, so there's an idea. Basically, the idea is that I run through with the connector, establish connections to every red. Get the connector elevated up here. So we connect here. And connect here. Connect here. That's not going to work, but I'll do it anyway. And connect there as well. And I'll set that down. And that did not work. It was a nice idea, but as a matter of fact, not what we're going for. Oh, I can get blue. Let me do that. That'll get us another connector, which will be super useful. If I can make it work. And I can't. But wait, maybe I don't have to. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break and then I'll finish up this puzzle and Egypt.